And we're back. Welcome to Los Leftovers, the show where we talk about food, culture, and some news you may have not yet fully digested. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Huberto.
And we're your cultural connoisseurs yet again, back for season 2.
We are so back.
We are back.
Oh, yeah.
Like Charlie XCX said, back to back.
And what about it? Are you mad? You should be.
Mad? Who's
Yeah.
mad?
I don't know. Someone's out
I'm
there
not
mad. I mean, somebody's always mad.
Someone's always mad. That's
So-
true. But how you been? What's tea? What's been new for you? I know that like it's been a little bit since like our season finale.
Yes. I hope you guys all watched. If you didn't, go watch it. It's probably some of our best work.
Are you mourning the wicked?
Mm.
Oh.
Oh, we're so back. We're back on the bullshit.
Oh Lord, I love that.
Yeah.
Talking about mourning the wicked. I've been mourning my mobility of my left hand.
Oh, God.
Earlier this year, I got into a little bit of an accident, and I've been dealing with that ever since. But we're good. You guys may end up seeing my splints in one of our upcoming interviews.
Can you explain what happened? Like, what was?
Oh my God, it's such a long story. Okay, so all to say, like, if you're gonna DIY something, like maybe like look at some instructions or something beforehand before you try, and have proper tools, because I did not do really either of those, and I ended up injuring myself.
So what were you like doing?
I was going to DIY a cabinet. Mind you, so like I like live in this super cute little like old brick building apartment thing. Like you've been there. And you know, I want things that like look vintage. Like I don't know, like recently I've been such of like a vintage girly. Like it's just there's something about it that just feels so right to me.
Okay.
Like it's things are not made the same anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like things are not the same quality as they were like in the 70s
Yeah.
and the 80s. And so I love finding pieces like whether it's like clothes or, you know, furniture or like decor that like are well made. But sometimes like things are not all like the same vibe. And I'm a pretty colorful person. Like my cast, my splint, I had like all these like Pokemon stickers and all this other stuff. And it's just like, that's just kind of like the person that I am. And so like I want to make sure that everything that I'm doing is like, you know, tying into that. And so again, I was trying to DIY and it was not good. And yeah. But that's been like the majority of like the crazy things that I've been like dealing with and reeling with. Beyond other things, you know, guys, like we're back again,
Yeah.
you know, like.
Yeah, it's been, I don't know about you, but I feel like I've missed it. I've missed putting our show together. Yeah, I mean, because I haven't really done much. I've just, after the show wrapped, at least the first season, I got a new apartment. So that was fun. I've like settled into like my new place. I'm living a lot closer to downtown, which is what like I've always wanted. But it's still not super into downtown because like I think I like the idea of living downtown, but every time I drive in downtown, it's like, oh
Well,
wait,
you're not
there's so
supposed
much
to drive.
traffic. Yeah, and then that's the thing is like I drive a lot, so like traffic, a lot of people, a lot of noise. So it's like the idea is like nice, like I've you know it's giving Sex in the City, but then when you actually live it, you're like, oh wait. So I live somewhere where it's like, okay, it's close enough to downtown, but still far away to where it's like not super chaotic. So I do have a little bit of traffic, but it is what it is. What else have I been up to? I mean, not much. I've been traveling. I went to Honduras for the first time. So I got to go visit my family for the first
Honduras
time.
merch. Yeah, trust.
Honduras stand up. So I went out there, got to meet like my mom's side of the family for a little bit. So she lives in like the northern side of Honduras, so it's a little bit more tropical, like off the coast of like Jamaica, Haiti.
Bombo
Oh man, but yeah, so more Caribbean, and then my dad's side is more southern, so that's closer to like El Salvador, and that's more like ranchero, like they'll have like big open fields and mountains and stuff like that. So it's weird because I was like, oh wait, like it's like two best of both worlds. Like I have like my Caribbean side, and then I have like the rancho side, which is weirdly enough, I hate to admit it, but it really isn't far from like Mexican culture, which is like something that I thought would be like, so I thought when I would be there, it'd be like, oh, it's so different. Has is like nothing like Mexico. It's a little I think similar.
That like Central America is like such an interesting place because like it has like its own cultural identity, but at the same time it's so like close and like it's so mixed to a certain degree.
No, because I found out too that like because I was asking like my dad's side of the family, because I don't know much about my dad's side of family. I found out that there's a whole town of Pasasafs, or of Pasas, because Asaf is my mom's maiden name. So literally, like I had like my uncles, my grandmas, my great grandmas, like literally a whole town of just family members I did not know. But then I was asking my uncle, I was like, oh, like I'm curious, like what race are we? Like what do we come from? Because my mom's side is, so my mom's half.
You've never done like your
I've always wanted to. I asked my siblings to get me a 23andMe for my birthday, but it's
not
a good thing.
23andMe.
I know it's a good thing because like now they're bankrupt, so thank God. So maybe that was God looking out for me because I don't need them having my data. But no, I do want to do like an ancestry. So like on my mom's side, she's half Haitian. Because my grandfather's Haitian, and then my grandmother's Hondureña, but I haven't really delved into like her heritage and like ancestry, but I know for sure that my grandfather was half Haitian and half Palestinian. So I have Palestinian roots, I have Haitian roots. So like that's my mom's side. So technically my mom is like black. On my dad's side, I'm like I wasn't really sure. So I asked my uncle. I was like, hey, so like what do we come from? Like what's our race and everything? And they were like, oh, like we are derived from the Mayans, like the Mayan culture. So which I thought was very interesting. So like. Yeah, apparently I have like Mayan in me, which I didn't know, and I'm like, okay. I went to go visit like the pyramids out there, and it was really cool, very tropical. A lot of parrots, like that's the national bird apparently of Honduras. So, I also found out that I'm an heir to a coffee empire. So, as soon as my coffee business launches, go buy some. But
leftovers coffee,
you know, hey,
I don't know,
patent that.
Well, I think that like it sounds like you were able to experience a lot of like joy by like reconnecting to like your roots to a certain degree. And I think that right now with like there's literally so much going on all the time. Oh my Lord. Oh my Jesus. I think that we can, and these were conversations we were also having like during our first season. But I think now it's also important to like revisit those conversations and make sure that we have something that's like well established for ourselves. And that being, how are we centering ourselves in our joy this year? And I don't know. I just like to like know beyond the things that you've already mentioned, like other things that, you know, are keeping you grounded.
I mean, I think for me, it's always like my friends and family. Like I see them almost every weekend. So like there's something that I look forward to because I know that like I can always have a key with them and like laugh and just like have a good time. Even when like the world feels like it's on fire, like it doesn't with them. So they keep me grounded. I'm also like a huge music lover. So like I love listening to music that gets me into another world. Concerts, stuff like that, like adventures. Like I love going on adventures. I've started working out recently, like a lot more than I have, because I feel like my workout journey has been like, oh, I like be consistent and then I'm off. But now I've been very, very consistent, like more than I actually have ever been in my life. So like now I'm actually to the point where like I look forward to working out. I'm at the point too where I'm able to run like 30 minutes just like nonstop. So like that's an accomplishment for me. So that's been like helping me like just make sure that I'm like grounded and that like I'm level headed. Because even my sister the other day, she was like, Huberto, do you get sad? And I was like, yeah, I get sad. Like because I think in her head, like maybe she doesn't see me as that, because like I'm not very big with like showing my emotions.
Yeah.
So like in her world, she's like, well, I've never seen you cry, and she even told me, she's like, I've never seen you sad. Like, do you get sad? And I'm like, yeah, I get sad like in my own time. I don't show it, but like I do get sad when I'm by myself. I like, you know, have days, but. You know, and she was like, well, then how do you practice mindfulness? And I was like, yeah, like I meditate, I work out, I spend time alone. I like go for a walk, or like for me, like a sunset. Like I love a good sunset when that golden hour hits you beautifully.
Yeah.
It'll melt all the worries away.
It's tea, yeah.
So,
I think that like overall, I want to like dive into it a little bit more. You're talking about like some of these like more simpler things, like seeing your family,
Right.
like being outdoors to a certain degree, like being in tune with your body. And I think that just because of like the way that our society has kind of been run for the last, I don't even know how many years, I'd say like probably since like the industrial age, you
Right.
know, like when it comes to like everything has to be fast, everything
Right.
there always has to be more. Like we're always chasing like higher profit, we're always doing this, we're always doing that, like there always has to be another innovation or whatever, you know. I think that in the process, like we have lost a little bit of our humanity of just like being able to just exist. And I think that that is something I myself have been like figuring out for myself and seeing how that looks like for me. Like I've been using my scooter a lot. I am a public transportation queen, trust. Like, I don't know if you know that one TikTok audio, but it's like, the train, I love the train. And it sounds like Rolling Ray. I'll show it to you later. I love that TikTok. Anyways, but I didn't realize like how like good it just felt to like be outside like on my scooter. It's like it's been hot now, you know, but like earlier in the year it wasn't so hot, and like I would like scooter to the office and whatnot, and like I like felt like the wind in like my hair, and like I've been growing out my hair a little bit for a while now, and you know, like listening to music on my AirPods and whatever. It was just like, whoa, you know. But I started to try to take that a step further, and like I was reading the Hunger Games book that came out a while ago, like at the park.
How is that, by the way?
It was pretty interesting, and I think that is another thing that we can like touch on at a later time, when we have a conversation about like media and the way that like we're currently like grappling with that. But even in that book too, I think like it was so interesting because like they were, you know, like the arena is outside and everything's like beautiful, but like and everything is not as it seems. You know what I mean? And I think that we can probably experience something like that even now with like the current administration and such. But going outside and, you know, having like a cutie or two and like being with friends at the park and like listening to music. Like there was a day that it was like a while back, like on St. Patrick's Day, like my friends and I went to the park and we had like a little like girl, I was gonna say Bumbleclat. It's not Bumbleclat. Boombox, the little like boombox with the cassette. Anyways, we had like the little cassette player, and like we were outside, and there was a cute little dog that came and said hi, and it was just, you know, that's been so tea. It's been so Bumbleclat.
I was gonna say, what was the dog's name? Bumbleclat.
The dog's name was actually Ponderi Play.
I'm weak. Oh god.
Anyway, but yeah, I think it's just it's making sure that we're taking care of like the little things and doing the little things, and you know, I think even, you know, as queer people with like, you know, I don't think that we've always been having the space and been given the space to just exist, and I think that like although things are crazy, I think like, you know, if you can and like you're able, like making a safe space and like having your chosen family, like and doing things with them and like making sure everyone is okay, I think is just like it means the world.
Yeah, and I think that's like the thing is that like I think because there's so much that like is going on, it's very easy to just like spiral. And so luckily I've been able to like take care of myself enough to like be able to just like take care of my mental health even in the midst of like all the fire and the world burning. It's like because then I'm able to like then function more accordingly and with more level-headed and make like better judgment calls. But with that, with like having your community, it's like some people aren't so lucky like that. Like
Yeah.
mental health is like not always like the easiest thing for people to handle. And
Of
so,
course.
you know, just making sure that you like are there for people, that you are like empathetic to them, that you listen, you know, because that like that'll go a long way, because you know some people need just a little bit more help than others, and especially in this trying time, like I think it's more important now.
Of course.
And I think even more now, maybe it's like not even just like your chosen family. It's like now we have to be like that to a complete stranger, which is the challenging part.
It can be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's just like we're all neighbors. Like Michael Jackson said, "We are the world."
Yeah.
So on that subject, is there anything right now that like you are taking with like that aspect of joy musically? Like what are you channeling this summer? It's already hot outside.
Yeah.
You know, it's what's tea there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the mode where I'm like, summer's coming up. I'm now a summer boy. I used to be a winter boy, but now I'm a summer boy. I look forward to the beach. I look forward to the pool. I look forward to the river, to the shorts, to the tanning.
Trust.
So I'm here for the summer vibes, but I need a summer song. So what has been your vibe so far this summer, or what do you want this summer vibe to be? And have you spotted anyone to be like the summer queen or king and have a summer bop so far?
Okay, so like I know this song came out a while ago, and maybe it's just like the ADHD in me, but like I dare say it's one of the best songs ever written. Tonight by Pink Panthers is just like
I knew you were gonna say that.
It's just
knew
like
it. It's so good. If you guys haven't listened to it, Tonight by Pink Panthers is like
oh my
one of the
Lord.
best songs.
It's just gross. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like she cooked so bad. Like the album is like coming out and whatnot, but like God, it's just like, oh my goodness gracious. It's
Yeah.
just I don't know. Like it is in like a certain aspect a little brat like.
I could see that.
A little bit, but not
Yeah.
too much. It's a little classier.
It's like it's very bubbly.
Yes.
Like, you know, the part that gets me, that like I don't know, it just does something to my brain, is the part where like in the production where she goes, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why, but my brain just like immediately just melts.
I love
that part.
when she's like what?
Yeah.
Come on. What, like I love the little
Yeah.
like audio, like little, what is it, ad libs? Is that what
Yeah,
it's called?
the ad-libs, yeah.
Just so fun. And then like, you know, I don't condone this. I don't. But like when she said, she's like, yes, it's in her little British accent. She's like, yes, it's fine. You can even ruin my life. It was just like, yes. But no, we're not. Don't be doing that. Sorry.
No. So that's the vibe this summer. It's like a Pink Panther summer.
Unless like, you know, like Tyler comes out with some song that is like really tea, you know?
Yeah.
Or maybe it is Why Don't You Love Me by Beyonce Summer.
Oh.
Why don't you love me?
Nice.
I don't know.
Recession
What is your tea?
indicator. I don't know. I've been not obsessed, but I have been obsessed with Lady Gaga's Mayhem.
Well, of course.
So like her Coachella
Killer.
performance was like too good.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't feel like it's a summer album or like
I
summer
feel like
vibe.
it makes more sense. Like I think she's gonna make a big comeback in like October. Like Mayhem to me is like Halloween coded.
Yeah. I think that especially with like Zombie Boy. Yeah. Because it's so dark and stuff, and I'm like, for me, summer is very like bright and like fun and bubbly. Yeah, I mean, I've been listening to like Rauw Alejandro. He's been really
He
nice.
just did tour.
Yeah. Oh, you know what it is? So far too, I think has been like Bad Bunny's new album, Debí Tirar Más Fotos.
Oh, my
so
Lord.
that's the album that I was playing nonstop when I was in Honduras. And especially the one with the Debí Tirar Más Fotos.
Of course.
Because when I was meeting my family out there, like I have an aunt that's like the matriarch of the family. She literally had like a shit ton of albums, like literally just photo albums of like my grandmother, my great grandmother, like she literally had history like in front of her. And so like going through all the pages and like listening to like Debí Tirar Más Fotos and like this tropical setting, and it's humid. I'm in a tank top and I'm just like looking through it. I have my drink right there, like, and I'm just like getting emotional because I'm like, oh my God, like it's my mom, it's my grandma, when they're literally like babies.
Yes.
Like, and so it was such I understand like that song and like the purpose of like why he had it is like, you know, people give people shit all the time about like, oh, you know, like, why are you on your phone so much? And like that. And it's like, no, because like, you never know when you're not going to have those memories again. Like some people aren't lucky enough to like have those memories. And so like take as many photos as you can.
Take as many photos.
And so like, and that was the proof is like, you know, she had literally albums of it. And that's like, I got to experience that. So that's been like the summer for me. That's been it so far. But I feel like I yet also have to like
we'll find out
the specific. Cause I know Charlie at her Coachella was like, oh, like Brat Summer forever, but you know we've got to like make the way
Ethel
for
Cain
everyone
summer.
else. So we're going to have a Haim summer. We're gonna have an Addison Rae summer. Oh wait, actually,
Not Addison Rae.
No,
Chop.
I'm
No,
an Addison Rae. No, I don't
I'm
want to
so
hear it.
sorry.
I don't want to hear it. I'm an Addison
my
Rae
goodness gracious.
stan. I'm not gonna lie because I don't know what it was, but like literally from her first song. No, you know what it was? It was To Die For. That was the song that put me on. And then everything after that, I was like, oh, she hits. Headphones on, just like makes me feel so like ethereal. So Addison Rae summer and maybe a Rosalia summer. I need my Rosalia to come back.
Yes, where is she?
Yeah, I need her
Where is
to stomp
homegirl?
out. She's with her neck brace on the set of
Oh
Euphoria.
my god, guys! If I come on the show with a neck brace, would you guys still like me?
Yeah, leave a comment if it's problematic.
But I think that's a great kind of ending. I think again, we should be taking pictures of our loved ones. We should like be spending time with our loved ones and making sure that like we're creating good memories.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And we're making sure that, you know, even when things are hard, like we have everything and you know, we are together. So
Amen. Oh,
who's
man.
that?
Oh.
Wait, no, we have to do the
Oh.
no,
Wait,
the other one.
Wait,
This one. No,
wait.
Arianka.
There we go. We got it.
I didn't know that was happening. But I don't know if you guys know what's happening, but this season we're planning a lot of really fun things, a lot of cool guests. I think that like this will probably be a season to remember. So
I'm very excited.
I'm very excited, actually. I'm so excited. We've also like did some other things. So like make sure like you're checking our socials. Like we had a little like to go episode during like the legislative session this year. It was pretty funny. We were asking people some questions and such. And so yeah, like stay tuned as always. And you know, like we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, and remember when we eat together,
We
we
win
win
together.
together.
Toodles.
Bye.